Hello and welcome to my exclusive special workshop where I show you how you can turn one post into $100 fast. Okay, this is a step-by-step game plan where essentially you can turn one post into $100 in just 10 days. My name is Austin Godbolt. If we're not familiar, if we haven't met yet, welcome. And I'm really excited about this because this is something that anybody can do. This is going to be, I'll just go over the next slide here. This workshop shows you step by step how you can start making $100 just with one post. It can be a vlog, it could be short format, so like TikTok, Instagram, or it could be long form, so a YouTube video, a Facebook post, or Facebook video. And the great thing about this is it doesn't require ads, it doesn't require TikTok Shop, and it doesn't require sponsorships or getting paid by the platform. Those are a lot of hiccups that people run into, or a lot of misconceptions people think that they have to have in order to find success. But I'm going to show you exactly what you can do in 10 days to make your first $100. Again, it doesn't require you to run Facebook ads, YouTube ads, the TikTok Shop, which I'm not a big fan of. We can talk about that some other time. And then brand deals and sponsorships, which can be kind of difficult to get. Now, this workshop is going to take about 30 minutes, give or take. When I get excited about a topic, I tend to talk a little bit longer. I'm going to do my best to make sure that it's as close to 30 minutes as possible because I value your time. It's going to be stuff that you can implement, stuff that you can execute. This isn't going to be full of fluff or BS or pie in the sky. This is exactly what I did and what many other people do, either through my coaching or just, kind of looking around and seeing what's going on in the industry that they're doing to make money online through social media. Okay, so make sure that you get something to eat and drink. Make sure that you turn off all the other distractions. Grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and then implement. Most importantly, implement. One drawback or one hesitation that I see a lot of people do is they see an idea and they just kind of they don't actively participate in their business. They watch a course or they watch a workshop, but they don't implement anything that they're seeing or hearing. And you won't get any results unless you start implementing, start taking action. I'm going to encourage you to do that. And if you are interested in my 1K per month, it's a workshop, it's a mini course, it's a training. There'll be a link down in the description for you to take advantage, for you to learn more. But let's go ahead and get into this. So why should you listen to me? Why should you listen to Austin Godbolt? I've been doing this for about 10 years. My first niche was in security cameras. My second niche was in small home appliances like microwaves. My third niche was actually in sound bars. I didn't start telling people how to make money online until people actually asked me. They saw what I was doing. They saw the progress that I was making on my accounts. And they said, hey, what information would you give me on how I could start my own online business, how I could start making money online. So I've been a content creator in a variety of niches, everything from vlogging, blogging, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram. I've done it all in my 10 years, and I was able to scale to 15K per month through organic, no paid ads whatsoever. And so I'm here to tell you that you can do it too. And what's really cool about this is that this is exactly what I did to start making money. I had gone through affiliate marketing, but I think I really hit my stride with digital products. I created, it was called a 60-second business blueprint. It's still on the market today. It was just $5, but it was literally responsible. And I'll show you the next slide real quick here. The 60-second business blueprint was responsible for the affiliate commissions that you see on the page. You can see like the Stripe payments on the right-hand side. Some were as little as $3. One was as high as $297. You can see there back a few years ago in February where I was just getting warmed up, I was making $8,000 just from digital products. That didn't include any affiliate products that I was earning. And then you can see there in January, it was about $7,000 per month. And the other thing that I want to show you is this doesn't just work for teaching people how to make money online. And that top left-hand corner, the Excel Mastery Bootcamp from Zero to Hero, that was a mini course teaching people how to get started with Excel. But you can see there that the average cart value was $26, $29, and people were buying it. So you can do this for literally any niche. And I always like to point out Microsoft Excel because boring, old, stupid Microsoft Excel, people would wonder who would buy a course in Microsoft Excel when there's so much free information out there. Trust me, a lot of people we'll do it. Okay. And then just going back here real quick, what I want to impress upon you is we want to build 5 streams of income. Now in this video, we're in this workshop, we're only going to talk about the first 2, but if you can build 5 income streams or 5 revenue streams, you're not at the whims of the algorithm. You're not beholden to the algorithm, and you can start creating content that you want to create, and you can start doing things that you want. People that are only making money with, let's say, the YouTube Partner Program, they tend to make content that it's already getting views, already getting traction. And so you find yourself constantly on the content hamster wheel, and you're creating content that maybe isn't aligned with who you really are and what you really want to do. So one of the biggest benefits of having multiple revenue streams for your business is it makes you algorithm proof. We know that the algorithm changes, and the algorithm is really based on consumer behavior or consumer sentiment, and it can change over time. So you want to have multiple income streams and not rely on the YouTube Partner Program or the TikTok Shop or the TikTok Creativity Fund, because those are fleeting. Those can be taken from you at any moment. So let's go ahead, and I've showed you these screenshots. Let's go ahead and talk about the math behind the $100, your first $100. So if you sold 14 PDFs at $5 each, that would be $70. Okay, great. So where does the other $30 come from? It actually comes from the affiliate links inside the PDF. What's really cool about the process that we do is that we can stack revenue streams without having to work 2 or 3 times as hard. And I'm going to talk about that more. But what's really cool is, you get a buyer for $5. They know, like, and trust you. They have invested their money. It's only $5, but they've invested with you. And so they feel comfortable with your advice. They feel comfortable with your mentorship. And so if you're telling people, go buy this product, they'll most likely will buy it because you have you've vetted the product and they trust you. Okay. So in total, if you do the math, 70 plus 30, that equals 100. And you could do this in 10 days. Okay. Now you might be wondering, do I need an audience? You don't need an audience to start. You can start this completely from scratch in any niche, but we're going to be building an audience through our content. And then one really important thing is make sure that you reinvest your profit. When you make your first $100, you'll be tempted to go to the store and spend it all. But when you're making money, start reinvesting. Reinvest into systems that do the work for you so that you can kind of replace yourself or take yourself out of the business. For example, one of the systems that I swear by is repurposing my TikTok video across multiple platforms. So I'm not manually uploading to Pinterest and YouTube and LinkedIn and Twitter and Threads and Blue Sky, 7 different places. After uploading to TikTok, I have a system that does that work for me. And I don't have to think about uploading or re-uploading to all those different places. So make sure that you have built in that you are going to reinvest at least some of your money. If you have a significant other, you might want to show them that you've made a couple dollars online, but make sure that you are reinvesting. All right, so 5 streams monetization stack. Digital products, that's the entrance, that's the gateway. That's the first thing that's how we introduce ourselves to the market. We want to show people that we can help them and get paid for it. Next are affiliate links. We embed affiliate links into our digital product, and we'll talk about how and where, for passive sales. So that's that second revenue. The next level is community or membership. So reoccurring monthly memberships create reoccurring income, which is really cool. One of the drawbacks of digital products and even affiliate marketing is you find yourself starting over from scratch at zero. But if you build in a membership, which is something that we talk about in the 1K fast track, you don't have to worry about starting over from scratch, trying to find your first dollars online. And then another thing that I think is really cool is creating a SaaS or software as a service that you can either build out yourself or you can resell, and that gives you monthly reoccurring revenue. Now, real quick, what is SaaS? SaaS is, I like to give an example because SaaS can be kind of confusing to think about. If you ever had Hulu, Amazon Prime, YouTube Premium, anything where you're getting a service but you're paying every single month, for us, it's going to be software, right? Disney Plus. I mentioned Amazon Prime. So for me, my example, personal example, G-Bolt Systems is a software as a service. Okay. I have complete marketing software where you can create digital products. You can do email marketing. You can build out landing pages and websites and memberships and communities. And as long as people are getting value, they'll keep paying you every single month, which is really cool. And then the fifth lever, which I consider to be last or the smallest piece of the pie, is getting paid by the YouTube Partner Program, TikTok Shop Creativity Fund, Facebook, whatever they've got going on. And the reason why I like to say that is last is because it can be inconsistent. Depending on the time of year, depending on your niche, depending on where your target audience is hanging out or where they're from, will really determine and dictate how much money you can make from ads. For example, the niche make money online is a high CPM niche. So people are willing to pay, marketers are willing to pay a little bit more to get in front of those people. However, let's say you are passionate about basket weaving. Basket weaving is not a high CPM niche, and so the amount of money that you can make per 1,000 views or visitors is drastically low. However, people that are coming to your platform because they enjoy basket weaving or they want to get started with it, they might be willing to pay you $5 for a step-by-step guide on how to get started, right? That's not built in. And the other issue too with joining the YouTube Partner Program or the TikTok Shop or the Creativity Fund is you can be kicked out of those platforms at any given time without notice. And you can appeal, you can fight tooth and nail, and they'll say too bad, so sad, right? You have no control. If you offer digital products, you have a lot of control. Community memberships, a lot of control. SaaS, a lot of control. Ads, almost no control whatsoever. All right, so this is the 10-day fast track plan. Days 1 through 3, we start generating traffic organically. Then days 4 through 7, we launch a $5 PDF, and we're going to talk about how to do that. Days 8 through 10, we offer an affiliate upsell loop. And then there is a tracker sheet that I will provide for you that will help keep you honest. Okay. So next, let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about days 1 through 3 traffic ignition. So what you can do is you can post on TikTok or IG or YouTube Shorts, wherever you feel comfortable. What I would recommend is post 3 times per day. Before you post, what you need to do, what I think you should do, is you should have a niche or an area that you want to be known for. And the reason why you should have a niche is we tend to follow people for one thing at a time. It's great if you're a well-rounded individual. We're all well-rounded individuals. I am a marketer and a dad and a rec hooper. I'm all of these things, but you know me because I talk about teaching people how to make money online. If I woke up one day and I start giving you advice on home brewing coffee, you might look at me kind of strange and you might not follow me. So first and foremost, identify what you want to be known for. People call that a niche. Pick something, pick anything, and just focus on that one. Now, oftentimes I find that people struggle to find a niche. It's not so much that they struggle to find a niche, they struggle to pick a niche that they think is profitable. Okay? Every niche is profitable. If there's a product or service that can be bought or sold, it's a profitable niche. Now, what you should do, what I think you could do to help you find a niche quicker, is identify who you were 5 to 10 years ago. Look at the pain points, problems, frustrations you had 5 years ago, because chances are you solved those problems for yourself. Now you can turn around and solve them for other people. I'll give you an example. 5 to 10 years ago, we were having twins. We had twins. They would be 5 years ago. They would have been 5, and then our youngest would have been 2. So, trying to raise 3 kids that are all within 3 years of each other was a challenge, and then trying to do it through the pandemic was a challenge. So that was a problem that I overcame. Raising twins, budgeting for twins is an issue that a lot of people go through. It's a huge issue, is trying to make sure that you have enough money for things like diapers and groceries and daycare and all of that stuff. So I could go back and I could say, okay, I want to be known for helping parents of twins budget and prepare so that they're not stressed out. That's a really simple one, right? And so if you're going to create if you're going to create short format like TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, the hook formula is really simple. Pain, result, call to action. Okay. What I would encourage you to do at this point is if you're going to do TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, start thinking about the pain points, goals, dreams, desires, and things that your target audience are thinking but afraid to say out loud. So if my audience, if I want to be known for helping parents navigate and budget with twins, one of the pain points was coming up with money for diapers or budgeting for diapers, knowing how much it was going to cost. Either, diapers, or thinking about 18 years later, budgeting for graduation or going to college. So I could say, are you a parent of a twin that struggles with making ends meet every month? Are you a parent of twins that is struggling to come up with money for formula? Because, if you have twins, most likely you're on formula a little bit. Or are you a parent of twins and you keep blowing through all of the clothes because the kids keep having blowouts? If you're a parent of a twin or twin yourself, that kind of hook resonates with you. One really important thing that we've got to understand, and like I said, when I get excited about this kind of stuff, I'll go off on a tangent, but the tangent is still relevant, okay? Part of a hook is to attract people that we want to talk to. And it's also to push away people that we don't want to talk to. So if I'm trying to help fellow parents of twins, I don't want to talk to just normie parents, regular parents, right? Because parents of twins are different. We're better. We're different, right? It's a different ball of wax. Trying to get them on the same sleep schedule. It's not something that single parents, singlies, we'll come up with a name when singlies have to worry about. Okay. And so part of the hook, a really important part of the hook, is you want to attract people that are within your audience and repel people that are not. So are you a parent of twins, or do you often struggle as a parent of twins, as a dad or father of twins, making ends meet every month or buying enough diapers, right? And so you talk about the pain point. Then you can actually tell a little bit of story about how you solve that problem, and then add a call to action. So the goal is to get 3,000 eyeballs and 200 link clicks, okay? So remember that. The goal is 3,000 eyeballs. So whenever you're creating content, try and shoot for 3,000 views, whether that's on YouTube or on social media. Now, if you're doing YouTube, what's really cool is that YouTube is a search engine. And so you can go up to the search bar inside of YouTube and you can type in keywords or phrases that are relevant to your niche. Or you can even go over to start with Google and do what's called the glossary method. And inside the glossary method, you type in like glossary of terms related to twins. And then you're going to get a list of keywords. You can take those keywords, plug them right into YouTube, and you're going to start seeing videos that have a bunch of views. You're going to see YouTube channels of all sizes. You can start targeting or making content on topics that have a positive view to subscriber ratio. And what that means is the number of views on that video is more than the subscriber count that channel has. So a better example is, let's say I'm doing research on how to budget for twins in 2025. I come across a video that has 50,000 views, but the account only has 25,000 subscribers. That's a positive view to subscriber ratio. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. Okay. So a goal, again, 3,000 eyeballs, 200 link clicks. Ideally, what I'd recommend is try and make 3 YouTube videos per week. If you can't make 3, that's fine. Also, what I would recommend too is make your YouTube videos vlog style. That is really popular right now, where you just grab your camera, turn it on, and you start talking. YouTube is kind of swinging away from the overproduced, highly edited, like movie trailer type things. And it's just people talking into the camera, sharing their knowledge, skills, and expertise. People are tending to resonate with that a little bit more. All right, so here's some examples of scroll stopping hooks. For fitness, $5 meal plan, PDF paid gym bill proof. Cooking, my $5 recipe book, covered groceries. Finance, my $5 budget tracker earns $127 while I sleep. Beauty, stop wasting money on serums. My $5 routine PDF makes me money. And so, if you were, let's say you were targeting people that are in the beauty niche or the finance niche, these are really good hooks that you could potentially use to get people to potentially buy. Okay, but for finance, if you're creating content, you would, and I use this example in a future upcoming YouTube video, someone that wants to get married but they only have a $5,000 budget, you can create a video with a hook like, congratulations, you just got married. However, are you concerned that you want to have the perfect wedding, but your budget is really made for a DIY wedding? Here are 5 ways that you can have the wedding of your dreams with a DIY budget. And then you can share that. And then inside of the video, you offer them a budget tracker that allows them to track their wedding budget. And you could sell that for $5 and make money. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to make your $5 PDF in 30 minutes. You're going to pick one micro pain your niche begs to solve. Again, with weddings, it's really simple. It's the budgeting thing. Basket weaving, maybe having supplies. If you're in the fitness niche, a fitness tracker, fitness planner, water intake, couch to 5K. So basically you can outline what a person would need to do step by step in order for them to get off of the couch and eventually walk or run a 5K. You could actually create like a 30-day fitness challenge. These are all PDFs that you can create. And what's really cool is that you can actually create this for free in Canva. Canva has a number of templates that you can use. Now make sure that you are editing and changing these templates. You don't want to just, you can't just find one over on Canva, download it, and then sell it. You've got to make some changes. You've got to edit it. And then inside of your affiliate, inside of your PDF, your $5 PDF, you can embed affiliate links. So you can say recommended tools or tools I use. And if you're in the basket weaving niche, recommend different materials, recommend different templates that you can find, different hand tools that you could recommend from Amazon. And that's how you start stacking commissions. If you are in the wedding niche, you could recommend, if you could be an affiliate for Canva, and you could actually help them get started with like wedding table numbers or different templates that way. Or why not become an affiliate for the knot or for different jewelry stores where they can pick out their diamonds, or pick out wedding dresses, or if they're doing destination weddings, you could be an affiliate for like Expedia or one of those travel places. And then you just simply add that affiliate link to your document. And then you can export it as a PDF through Canva. Again, this is free. And then you can list it on Gumroad. On Gumroad, you just need a sales page. You're going to upload your PDF into Gumroad, so when people buy, they will actually get it instantly. They'll download it instantly. And what's really cool about this is a lot of this is hands-off and automated. You will need to write a sales letter on Gumroad. That's really easy. You just talk about the pain points and how your solution solves the pain or problem that they're going through. And the hardest part is just simply marketing or creating content. So optimize your bio or your description. So what I want you to do, and a big mistake a lot of people make, is they will try Linktree or one of those websites where you can have a bunch of buttons or links. Do not do that. And the reason is the more buttons or more options people have, the lower the conversion. People would get confused, and confused buyers don't buy. So what you're going to do is you're going to have one link that you're sending people to, and you're going to put that Gumroad link in your YouTube videos or on your in your bio for your Instagram or in the bio of your TikTok. So one link, you want to move everybody in one direction. Okay. So if you're using Linktree, get rid of it. I absolutely dislike it. What you can do is to optimize your bio. So let's say let's say you are in the wedding niche, or maybe you're in the twins niche, and you want people to buy your your checklist. Real quick story and why I think the twins niche would be very interesting. When we first had kids, we were tired. We were sitting in the house for a number of days. We couldn't leave because the doctor said we had to be there for a while in the home. We decided to go to the video store. And remember, we're first-time parents. We decided to go to the video store. And we get about halfway to the video store, and my wife looks at me and says, "Did you bring the diaper bag?" And I said, "Nope. Did you bring the diaper bag?" And so as first-time parents, you might forget a diaper bag. So someone like me could create a checklist of things that they need to leave the house with: a diaper bag, and then inside the diaper bag, all of the different things that they need. And I could create one that fits in their wallet. I could create one that maybe is attached to their car, so when they get in their car, they look and see it, or even as a post-it note that's attached to wherever they spend their most time, or like a wall magnet or a refrigerator magnet. Anyway, so if we're thinking about my niche, we could say download the twins checklist, download the twins checkup checklist or something like that, and we put that right in a bio. And then we have a link, our Gumroad link, that takes them to the $5 product. And what's really cool is you can include inside of your sales page, or if there's space inside of the bio, as you talk about the benefits. Don't talk about the features, talk about the benefits. Save time, save money, avoid frustration. You won't have to make multiple trips to the movie store. Okay? So you can also add different types of scarcity. One of the big ones is fear of missing out. You could say that the price is going to increase in 30 minutes or 24 hours, whatever it is. Just make sure that it's not fake scarcity, that you really do increase the price. But $5 is a good starting point. And the reason why is it's a no-brainer. You know, you don't have to consult with your significant other to make the $5 purchase. They can just pick it up. They get it. They get a bunch of value. They're happy. They're satisfied. They want to work with you more. They get it. They don't get a bunch of value. No, you should be giving as much value as possible. They don't get a bunch of value. It's not the end all be all. Some people obviously will ask for refunds, but it's not the end of the world if their expectations aren't exceeded. We should be trying to exceed expectations every single time, but $5 is good. And the way that I like to think about it is, if you've ever gone to a grocery store and you're at the checkout and you see the tabloid magazines and you see the soda that looks ice cold and you see the candy and all those little trinkets there that you just pick up and throw in the cart, that's why we want to price it at $5, so it's a no-brainer purchase. So days 4 through 7, launch and promote. So what you can do is you can add teasers, create content on TikTok specifically promoting your new $5 product. You can talk about the benefits. Again, don't talk about the features. Nobody cares about the features. They care about the benefits. You can also highlight the pain points, goals, dreams, desires that your target audience has. Then make sure that you pin the Gumroad link in wherever you are creating content, whether that's on YouTube or TikTok or wherever. And then another thing you can do is you can actually share your PDF preview on stories if you're using Instagram stories, or in the community tab if you're using YouTube. And your goal is just 14 organic sales. That's it. 14 sales isn't that hard, especially if you are just selling it for $5. What's really cool is that we start building a list of buyers, we get their emails, and we can kind of scale from there. But our goal is just 14 sales, and then the affiliate purchases kind of take care of themselves. All right, affiliate links inside products. Tools I use, they convert about 3 to 5%. Top picks, Canvas Pro, Descript, TubeBuddy, for example. Let's say I was focusing on people that wanted to grow a YouTube channel. That's a very no-brainer, simple thing. You can also shorten your links with Bitly, or you can like embed them, which is I would recommend. And then mention links verbally in long form vlog. Pretty cool. But this is how you can start making $100 in your first 10 days, which is really exciting. It is really as simple as that. So here's a breakdown, case study, if you will. 7,000 views to 14 PDF sales, 48 affiliate links, $30. And then that's how a couple clients of mine have been able to make $100 in 48 hours. Pretty cool. Let's see, how are we doing on time? Okay, so we're right there. Good. And then days 8 through 10, you just show proof of people getting excited and getting the product and having success and how it solved the problem or made life easier. So, for example, if I were doing this in the Make Money Online niche, I would show a screenshot of the earnings. I'd post stories and community tabs, and then I'd use a specialized hashtag to get other people interested and continuously create a loop of people that are interested and excited and buying the product. But you can do that too with whatever niche that you're in. So, again, if we're in the twins niche, we could do like twins checklist or something like that. And people that are parents of twins, they get interested, they look into it, and then they potentially would buy. And then you can also offer coupons. I don't necessarily recommend it because it is just $5. So a couple questions that people are going to ask, I'm sure. Do you need 1,000 followers? And the answer is no. You can do this with absolutely no followers. In 2025, follower count doesn't matter as much anymore. What matters is the content and if it resonates with the target audience. If the content resonates with the target audience, you can make money, okay? And PDF versus video, I think PDF is a little bit easier to sell, a little bit faster to sell. And then as far as adding affiliate links, can you do it? Of course, as long as you have an affiliate disclosure. And then as far as taxes go, make sure you consult with a CPA. I'm not an accountant and I'm not your accountant, so I could not give you any tax advice. But as you start making money, definitely find somebody to talk to and ask them as many questions as you need. But what's really cool is you can get started from scratch as a complete beginner with this method. So avoid these common mistakes. There are so many talented people in this world that never get to sell or make a dime online because they're trying to be perfect. Perfection is your enemy. You want to be done, right? And the best way to get done is to just go all in. Obviously, you want to review it for mistakes or errors or whatever it might be, but don't spend a lot of time hemming and hawing over each little detail. Another issue that people run into, and the reason why they don't earn affiliate commissions, is they just throw in random affiliate links that will make them the most money. If you are in the twins niche, make sure that you are recommending twin strollers or twin diaper bags, things that are relevant to twins. Don't throw in an affiliate link for a Porsche, because most likely parents of twins aren't in the market for a Porsche. Another issue that people run into is posting with zero calls to action. And then make sure that you are also doing email marketing. That is the best way to grow. And we talk about that more in the 1K workshop. So next step is the 1K content stack Quickstart. From there, we show you how to scale your PDF into making $1,000 a month organically. We also include things like memberships and SaaS revenue streams, which is really cool. We also provide copy and paste funnels and key performance indicator dashboards, and it's just $20, right? You'll be able to find the link below this video to take advantage. It'll also probably be a pinned comment, but if you are looking to scale from $100 to $1,000 per month, the Content Stack Quick Start is going to be your best way to go. So what's included is you get 6 bite-sized modules, which is about 2 hours in total. It runs a little bit longer because, like I said, I get excited and I like to talk about it. We also include templates for digital products, affiliate marketing, community, SaaS, as well as ads. And then we include a 30-day ClickUp scale calendar and a private community to ask questions and get the help that you're looking for. It's all included for the $20. And then a few bonuses as well if you get started with us today. Affiliate ROI tracker sheet, a Canva digital product mega pack, community launch checklist, a 45-day free trial of the G-Bolt system, so you have that all-in-one marketing software where you can start selling your digital product and building out lead landing pages and sales pages, and then YouTube Evergreen title swipe file as well. So if you want to learn more, you simply can just go to the link down below or profitfrompost.com/1K contact stack. So thank you so much for coming and hanging out. If you have questions, if you have questions, you can find me anywhere. Just type in Austin Godbolt, it's usually me. But I'm most active here on YouTube and on TikTok. So if you have questions, send me messages there. Or you can ask me questions inside of the 1K Quickstart, the inner circle. You can ask questions or send me a comment below in this video and I'll reply within 24 hours. I'll try and reply within 24 hours. Sometimes I get a ton of comments and it's difficult for me to reply, but I definitely want to make sure that I get all the questions that you have answered. Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming through, watching this workshop. And again, hopefully you got a ton of value, and we will see you in the next video.